I'm sorry about that. So while we move to this one, yeah, ONDC is for B2C members only. But now when we go into each sales channel, which is where, you have to start deciding which one is most appropriate for you and which one you should be getting your business visible on. I want to move to the one great point which you need to factor wherever you're getting your products listed or your business displayed online. You need to have a powerful product catalog. A powerful product catalog doesn't mean the products have to be powerful. What it essentially means is, I hope, oh, my screen has stopped sharing. Is my screen being shared? Yeah. So why you should have a powerful product catalog? I was just saying that I'm sorry I had to keep you waiting, but thanks for your patience. And yeah, so you need to have clear and sharp photos. Uh, a good, powerful product catalog basically helps you in, making your product in making your product more discoverable online. So you need to do certain things to make sure you do that. And now today we have basically you're addressing three audiences. Okay. You are addressing your top primary audience is Google or the web, so that you start getting shown on the web. Then your second audience and almost parallel to Google is now AI. So people are actually searching for people or for businesses on Chat GPT, on Perplexity, on Claude, on Gemini. They give me the top suppliers of induction motors, for example, in India. And then you have, like, your business needs to show up. And after you start showing up, that's when the buyer discovers you. He comes to your product page and he is your third and your final customer and your target audience. So, when we say powerful, it means that you are able, your product catalog and your profile is able, and your website, where a profile, I mean, is anything. It could be a profile listing on a marketplace, it could be a website, it could be a product catalog which is shown on your website or on marketplaces everywhere. All of these have to address all of these three audiences. Is your catalog addressing that? Is what you need to know. One, clear and sharp photos. So, what are the things you need to do? Good photographs. That's for the third audience. And also it comes up in search as well. So, but typically your third audience. Very soon, AI would also be searching images as well. So, good images, strong images, images which are matching the name of the product should be there. Give videos if you can, add to that. Second, product names. The product name has to be very simple. It has to be very strong. If you're addressing a bulk market and you're addressing an exporter market, as if you're targeting for exports, you need to mention over there that uh, you need to mention that you are actually getting displayed. You are an exporter, you are a manufacturer, you are open to bulk supply. So you need to mention these keywords in your title, in your product description, in your specifications, or should also be addressing all of these three. The moment you write all of these kind of keywords in your title, description, etc., Google understands you better, AI understands you better, and that's how you're able to throw up. So this is tip number one. So your description should convey, and the third is your final audience, which would be the buyer. Then you talk about your specifications and its use and its application, etc. It's very critical. So always before it has been, descriptions have to be SEO friendly. Now you also have to make sure that your descriptions are not only SEO friendly, but also AI friendly and readable as well. Here's an example of a product shown on their website as well. So you see, it's very crisp, it's very clear. There is a inquiry button on each product page over here as well. You don't need to really, uh, you know, uh, okay. You don't really need to, mention much to the customer as well. And one second, there's some issue which I need to sort. Yeah. and very clear content, but their content is also have to address AI as well as Google and as well as the final buyer over here. We can go to the live page and also see. One very important thing is to keep my buyer engaged and to make sure that I'm able to address it. Each and every product should have its own product page. Each and every product page should also have an inquiry button so that the person is able to see it clearly. Okay, my sound, I'll just try and see the settings. I'm sorry again. It's full. I hope y'all can hear now. And yeah, so this is the live page over here. Another B2B product which is into matchsticks. And you can see nice images for the buyer to understand. And also, if you come to the main page, they have also mentioned an MOQ. An MOQ actually is also a strong signal not only to the buyer but also to Google and AI. So if you have mentioned, if you are doing an MOQ, make sure that your MOQ is reflecting on your site and on your profile and your product pages, because that is it's a big and a very positive signal to the web and to AI that you are a B2B supplier or a manufacturer or an exporter. If you just write one or no quantity, it doesn't give any sense about that. If you're able to also mention price ranges, please do that, because it gives an indicative range for comparison, for buyer evaluation as well. So mention all of this information. So what are the essentials you need to factor just because when you're creating a good product catalog? One is you need to have clear and sharp photos. You need to have good, simple, descriptive titles. Make sure you enter keywords that position you as an exporter, as a manufacturer. Do all of that. So do mention that in your title that I'm bulk supplier, bulk this, etc. Put it in the description as well, because descriptions and titles are read by Google as well and even AI. Reviews and ratings are critical because it helps build a lot of trust for all the three audiences or target audiences. SEO readiness and now even AI readiness is important. So while you need to be indexed, you need to make sure that all your product pages are indexed. Each and every page in your website is indexed. You need to optimize them and you need to make sure now they're also AI readable. Moving to the 6 sales channels that we spoke about. So if you have a say, now how do you leverage that? So one is you have a product catalog which you've started, which is great. Now you have to start showing it in multiple places so that you can increase your visibility. Let's talk about them one on one, and I would suggest you keep your this over here. I'm sorry, I really don't know how to fix it. And if I leave the webinar might shut. So I'm worried about exiting as well. So if you have your own sales channel, one of the things which increases visibility is, so start using that, which is your company profile, which you created on globalLinker. We'll go to a live one, which is already present over here, so you can see. So this is a company which is dealing into agri products, etc. They are, doing all of these. This you can put a banner, you can put a logo. This is more for the end buyer. Then structuring your catalog in the right way with the right categories. That's how being on a marketplace helps you. You don't have to do really all of this. This is all pre-built for you. Your products, when you add it, starts showing up in this template in the right form. So you're able to show it. Description is something which you should add. Make sure you're adding good exporter and B2B related keywords over there, which position you as a this facts about your business, like who are you exactly, what do you do, what are your number of employees. That's again trust signals which you're sending across. If you have certifications, please add them. They're such strong, they're extremely strong confidence boosters and trust signals giver that helps you, you know, get noticed and also pitched against another seller as well. So updating your profile on updating your profile is very important, and making it relevant is also very important. Let's move to the next one. The next sales channel is globalLinker. globalLinker is like, this is the two marketplaces I was talking about. So globalLinker, let's go to the buyer facing marketplace, which is globallinker.com. Here is where we encourage buyers to come and browse through your products if it's listed over here. And one is while we ask them for general products. Okay. Mm. Would you be able to just leave and rejoin again if my sound is echoing, if you don't mind, because I did test my sound and it was working fine to me when I muted. So if you can just exit and rejoin again, that would be helpful. Close the Zoom app and reopen it again. I'll just continue. I'm sorry, because in interest of time, we just have around 34 minutes remaining. So if I'm looking for something like, okay, black tea, that's the first one which over here. So a buyer can actually enter the keyword he's looking for, or he actually even comes online, by searching for black tea suppliers from India, and they would come to a marketplace like this. Your product should show up over here. And it also, you can click, the buyer would click, we are talking from the buyer point of view. They see the product images which, you have uploaded, your information which you have added, etc. We try to show all of that. And we put all of this so that it's like, the buyer is able to decide and send you an inquiry. We are constantly nudging the buyer to send you an inquiry, And if he does like your product, the images, etc., the details which are provided, your company profile, we try to show all of that. Then he gets, he would send you an inquiry, which, like I showed you already, it will show up in the chat over there. And then you should respond fairly quickly, because the buyers tend to, walk out almost like very quickly, because they're constantly looking for some suppliers or the other. So a first touch point is very important. I'll also like to show you how these RFQs, which I showed you over here, are raised. So you get an idea. Yeah, I'm going back. And here we either tell them to search for a particular product and send you an inquiry for your product listed. And there you can also, like, I can browse through your company profile. So I will see, and here we're always telling him, see this business's company profile. And here his entire catalog is visible about the company. He exports, his export market, his contact information. Again, he's not added certifications, which is very critical, but yeah, that should be added. That's one way we engage with the buyer. The second way we tell the buyer is by posting a requirement. Come over here, they're able to write, like, I'm looking for black tea, for example. So you can write something like this, and I can generate a RFQ, which I then verify. So AI helps them do it quickly, and then we post it over here for you to see. We also reach out to you and inform you if, as per AI, we are able to match you with the requirement raised, and then you can respond to these RFQs and send a quote as well. This is number one. So what is if globalLinker is a channel which you're looking to list yourself as a B2B manufacturer exporter, then you should add your products to your catalog, which is a one-time activity. Then you visit the section globalLinker Marketplace, and then you assign, like, categories are already added, so you just need to kind of you know check them whether it's assigned correctly. And then products are in the meanwhile get verified, and then you can just decide which products you want to show, which you want to not show on globalLinker. The next marketplace where you can show your products once you've already added them is the Indian Business Portal. I'll show you the Indian Business Portal on live only. Yeah. Yeah. The Indian Business Portal is an initiative by FIO, the Federation of Indian Export Organizations, and where they wanted exporters to be again leveraged and displayed. So again, almost 8 to 10 years back, this was not an opportunity which was there for exporters. Very randomly, people used to be online by just having a website, and we assume that our website is, discoverable and people can find me. This marketplace was created so that all exporters can get noticed. If FIO does get leads, they're able to direct people to this platform. This is co-created in partnership with us. And to list on the Indian Business Portal, you list it via your globalLinker account only, and you can show up over here. So, another visibility channel for you to get visible. It's like going to 2 trade shows in one day, exhibiting your products in 2 trade shows in one day by one person only. And you can show it over here. If FIO gets any RFQs or inquiries coming in, they post it here. And, we also encourage buyers who are visiting the Indian Business Portal to send you this directly as well. So if you want to get listed on the Indian Business Portal, that's something which you are doing. You set up your products, you add your products, you put your, you verify your IEC, and you like few asks, but some details like who are your export markets, what do you do, etc. Once you give all that additional information, it goes for verification. They verify your information, and then you can start getting shown on the Indian business portal. The next sales channel, the third sales channel, is now we are moving to your own assets, which you can build via globalLinker. We are a hosting platform where you can actually create a no code B2B website. A no code B2B website is basically you don't need coding expertise to build a website, or you don't even need a developer to to help set a website for you. The advantages of a no code website is basically it's quite huge, like, impactful actually. One is when you're creating the website, and if you are able to do it yourself, because obviously there's some learning involved, you need to, you can still do it yourself. You don't really need a developer to do it because it works on a theme. You select a theme and then you start populating that theme. And populating meaning you put the banners, your products, you start putting the navigation, etc., like that. And the second is ongoing maintenance, which is critical. So many of us get stuck when I want to add a new product. I want to change some details about a product on my website, and then I have to go back to the developer. I have to request them. I have to wait. There's a waiting time of I've seen anywhere from 15 days to 90 days. There is no response with multiple follow-ups. Here having a no code B2B website, I can just simply log into my account, add a new product, just configure it to show it on, put some new navigation as a category over here, update banners if I want to refresh my website. And yes, I need some design experience, but with today's AI leverage, which I can do, I can literally, I am equipped to do all of this myself. And yes, I can hire somebody to do it for me, but it's extremely manual activity. I have the confidence that I can still do it myself. I'll show you some examples of B2B websites created over here. So one is this, an extremely B2B website, product, where, no prices can be displayed over here because of the nature of the product, and they only are looking for inquiry. And they have, like, this is how they have put their navigation, because this is how they want their customers to find them and understand their product category, etc. And other would be, um, let me go back to my site. You can see this. So yeah, they are into leather goods, etc. Very nicely done website. A lot about their company profile, exports, products they have categorized. So you can choose the theme you want, and here's another one, an exporter of you know nuts and cocoa, and so more of agri products and powders, etc. So it depends on the theme you would like to select. And you can see that, a lot of trust signals, again, you can add so that so that again, addressing three audiences: AI, Google, the buyer. So this is all for AI, Google, etc., where you can actually put it across over here. And, testimonials and case studies, certifications and compliance, very critical to add. Blogs establish authority about you as a business to Google. So writing blogs is very, very important. It can happen. And yeah, so blogs are critical because it helps Google to establish, to understand. They take, like, we are always searching for information, right? Which is the best makhana in the world, for example. From where do we actually export cashew nuts? So if I have an article which is written about it, an informatory article, they are able to cite my articles as sources. If I am able to cite my article as a source, then Google regularly tries to come back to my website. One, they have crawled me. Second is they have identified me as a source of providing information, not only selling. And every time they're looking for information, they come and check on your website, and they give you as a citation for reference, which is great. And that's why blogs are critical for that. It also, like, if the buyer also sees your blog, it helps you. He feels like, okay, this guy knows his stuff. They know their business as well. So whatever is your field of, you are in, whether it's agriculture, which is very common, or something very technical and specialized, blogs is a great way to establish authority in that field. It's basically writing articles, about it. And yeah, dedicated contact page. You can see that these are the products which they are offering. Oops. They're offering, and you can directly send an inquiry. There's so many things I can write. Now, when I was telling you about product information and best practices you should have, so you can say, this is the name of the powder, bulk supply, who is my end user I'm looking for. That all helps when people are actually searching online, etc. Write as much of additional information as you can. So you can also create a B2C site, because we are fully equipped to do that as well. But currently, since we are mostly addressing a B2B audience, I would not, I would move on to that. But we can show you examples of that as well, of businesses using us, using the hosting platform to create B2B and B2C websites. So how do you create a B2C website? Which is, you have added your product catalog already, you select a theme, you create the storefront like this, then whatever blank options you see, you start populating it with good, well-designed banners. You define the navigation you would like to, like, for example, this, what is it I want my visitor to come and navigate through? What do I want him to see over here? That's the navigation. And then you start deciding the content you want to put in, etc. Over here, put your logo, put your banner, all of these are all banners which you start, you'll have to design and put. These are products, you start deciding that these show these products or these categories, put some other banners, etc., to make your this website look good. And yeah, if you're accepting payments, set up payment and shipping options, and then you publish your website. So it's very important that you strategize what you are looking to do when you're creating a website. And yeah, if this is some channel which you are exploring, you want to I audit your own existing website, you can drop me an email, and we can audit your not only your website, your also business as well, and see if it's working well, it's AI searchable, it's Google searchable, etc. or not. Is it actually driving you results which it's intended to do? It's like a shop which you're open, right? Just it's you have to put it over there, and yeah, you'll and it has to give you some ROI coming in. The next sales channel, again, your own, this you can use via globalLinkers. You can set up your own WhatsApp catalog. We always see this little icon on every, if for businesses who have a business account and who have set up their WhatsApp catalog. So I can actually browse through the entire catalog over there. I can see details, and there would be an option for me to send an inquiry. So this is how typically it would look when I click on this icon. Product page, if I see it, and yeah, and I can actually send an inquiry on this. So, it's the best part about this is you're getting direct mobile engagement with the person who has your number and has saved it with you. He just comes to your contact, he sees your catalog, and he can send you an inquiry. So there's even no need for any interaction really, but the fact that you've made yourself so available, you've made yourself visible 4 times. This is one more time you've made yourself visible and available, is how easily you're making your business contactable to the other party, is what's critical as well. Like, we also like to, like, we don't like to interact every time to with a phone call or with an email for everything. But if I have easy access like this, it makes for me life very easy. We need to stop. And one thing I just noticed I would like to share over here, I'll just talk about that once I talk about the WhatsApp catalog. So you add your products to your catalog, you set up the WhatsApp under your sales channels, you set up your number, and there's a small setup which you need to go through. It takes, once you complete the setup, it takes a day or a couple of days for WhatsApp to verify, and then you can come back to your catalog and just sync it to your number, and your catalog starts showing up over there. So just by adding your catalog once, you show it, you don't have to do the activity many times. The last sales channel is ONDC. ONDC is an open network. It's a single network which has been created by the government of India. And where, I, as a business, I don't have to go and list myself in different platforms every time. I can simply plug myself into the network, and whichever networks, wherever my products need to be shown, they start showing up in that buyer platforms. And that's the benefit of being in the ONDC network. I don't have to list myself in several platforms. It also gives me the opportunity to do it in the same way from a single account itself. And currently, ONDC is is like, is operating in the B2C space. They're trying to set it up for B2C players. And the end is also they are looking to introduce B2B as well, which is why we are in this space with ONDC as a seller app, so that if and when they do open it up for B2B, our sellers and our manufacturers are ready to be shown over there. So, yeah, the checklist over here is add your products to your catalog, you set up and publish your e-commerce store. You have to enable your shipping zone because accordingly only it will show up when a buyer is browsing in that particular buyer app. And you also have to set up your own logistics partner. Logistics is entirely managed by you. Then you go to ONDC section and you'll have to meet the requirements which ONDC has laid down with respect to product requirements, compliance requirements, eligibility requirements, etc. And then once that is done, then your product start showing in the ONDC network. Yeah. So, yeah, I want to talk about the insight that I have, which I would like to share with you. So, when members, actually put their products over here, we have always thought about about listing my product as my business, and we write our content accordingly. It's my product. My bottle has these specifications. Say if this is the product I'm selling, my bottle can be customized in this design and that design. I can change the color of the bottle accordingly. I can put more this, I can put customization. But this is you're talking from your point of view. Now you need to start thinking and talking about the from the buyer's point of view. And you need to say this bottle is fully customizable and it holds up to 250 ml of liquid. It can have a heat resistance of this. You're talking the same information, but you're changing the way you're writing it. You're talking to the buyer, you're talking to them, and you kind of have to start presenting your business and your product catalog accordingly by keeping the buyer in focus and not you as the focus. So that's something which is again food for thought. I'd like to take a small pause and run a small poll on what are the things we spoke about these channels which we did, and I want to know which is the one you actually think that you should you would want to show your business in, or you want to be present in already. So it's more for you to identify and understand that we spoke about these couple of sales channels. Are they even adding value to you? And if they are, it's, which is the ones you would like to be present in? I'll keep it on for the next 30 seconds. So if all of y'all can participate, it would be great. Thank you for participating. And I'll wait for another 5 seconds more. Okay, I'm stopping now. Thank you. We end the poll and I'm going to publish the results. So 60% participation. Thank you so much. And if you just want to see, from the answers which we have got, you can see that the highest this has gone to the Indian business portal. So since all of you all are exporters, you all would definitely it makes sense to be listed on the Indian business portal, followed by globalLinker marketplace, another B2B marketplace. Then yes, having your own B2B website, very important, and having a WhatsApp business catalog as well, followed by ONDC. So great stuff, as in that's really nice. It's great for you to, this. I'll also run another small quick poll. Just making it off the fly. I'm just launching this. So I did mention in the beginning of my this that I've been definitely focusing on the fact that you need to have a I'm not even name the poll, I'm sorry. But you need to be present online. You need to be discovered online. But if you would want a quick visibility audit, then you can just type in yes, I'll keep it on for the next 20 seconds more. And if you do have mentioned a yes, you can email me with your website, a link or the name of your product which you want to do a digital audit of. So the idea is if somebody is searching for a product, which is say oyster mushroom powder, for instance, does your company name show up or does your product show up? That's the question we are looking to answer. So I'll run that quick digital, visibility audit myself and reach out to you by today or tomorrow. And it'll give you an idea of where you're standing. So either share your website link or share your star product, which you are looking for, and we'll see about that. Okay, I'm stopping the poll now because we are running short of time. And do drop me an email. I'll send my email to you. Okay, I'm just closing this. So I've seen your this as well. And here you can mail me at. Okay, I'll send you my email ID. Okay, I would like to show you that while we spoke about the key sales channels that you should be present in, okay, how are other businesses actually leveraging it? So here is one business which is into cables and wires. They are a manufacturer as well as a merchant exporter of their own products. They created a B2B website. They got their products listed on globalLinker and on Indian Business Portal. We'll quickly go and see their website. Here, you can see all their products, etc., displayed over here. Their categories, their company profile again, again, addressing the three key things which is required. The next is showing the same products on globalLinker Marketplace, which is here, so that they start increasing their visibility. And the third is they're also showing up on the Indian Business Portal like this. So you should aim to show yourself in all the three places. Actually, honestly, if you add your catalog once on globalLinker, you just can, just have to configure to show the same products in three places. You just need to do a little bit of eligibility and configuration criteria to make sure it's showing in all the three places. But it's just that, and same goes with WhatsApp. So using all the five channels is actually pretty simple once you just do it once. The effort goes in structuring your catalog, making your catalog look good, adding the right content, etc. And that same thing can be used elsewhere as well. You're not just doing it for here. Here's another example of a business who's into bags and handicrafts. They are a merchant exporter primarily. They also created a nice B2B website and got the same products listed on marketplaces. So here we'll just quickly browse through them. You can see that having a website, is not only about having a good looking website, but actually you need a website which is which helps you get discovered. So that is what is critical. And it's not only about website. Let's come to sorry. Mm, like even here, it's about getting discovered. So it's what did you add in your product page? What information have you added over there so that you start getting discovered even on the marketplace? So this is the one which takes time, making your products right, then setting it up, etc. That is what is important. So it just doesn't start at, and the end is obviously having a nice, beautiful profile, a good looking product catalog, a good looking website as well. That is the end output. But we should not miss the fact that having a good and a structured and a uh, relevant one which is going to give me some ROI is also important. So apart from creating a good output, creating the structure is also very critical. So here is another where he did it. So I just wanted to leave you with these examples that even if you start doing it, maybe today you are sitting with zero products or one product, you can actually look for an output like this. We've already seen the seller panel. This is your, seller panel. I can come to the live site and show you again. Let's not see it on the PPT. This is your seller panel where you can actually manage your dashboard. You can manage your catalog from here, your products, your orders, your promotions. If you have a B2B store, etc., all of that you can do. Get yourself listed on ONDC, on Indian Business Portal. This is your store. Um, And yeah, on globalLinker Marketplace, on WhatsApp, you can set it up as well over here. So it's like, there's a tutorial where you can just do it yourself as well. But again, like I said, the first thing is the key to that. Currently, most of you would be on the free plan. The free plan gives you access to uploading unlimited products on globalLinker Marketplace and on the Indian Business Portal. It gives you access to quote to limited RFQs and inquiries that you may receive. And if you want to, like, increase your visibility full-fledged and also take access to all the inquiries and RFQs that you receive so that you can respond to them, then you can opt for the Premium Plus plan, which is locked in the subscription. So these, like the B2B website, excuse me, the WhatsApp catalog setup, and using that feature, getting priority visibility is all on the Premium Plus plan, is something which you can opt for as well. Your seller account, we've already spoken about it. If you are also looking for something, you can also search on this vast marketplace for any requirements that you may be looking for or you would like to source as well. We have a lot of resources because we primarily are a DIY platform. We don't want you to get dependent on anybody to do anything. But what we want you to do is we want you to get, do it yourself. And obviously, it's a learning curve. If you're able to do it yourself, then great. And these are the tools which we are giving you. There is a help center. You can attend webinars like this. There is community interactions, and we also help you with the setup as well. And that is something which you can also opt for as well. If you don't have the time or the energy, you don't want to go through that, and you want to, jumpstart your listing quickly, is something you can opt for. But yeah, these are the tools which we give you. I would also encourage you to stay in touch with us and the community on our Facebook page, where you can actually, stay up to date with news and updates and, events like this that we do regularly, and you can stay in touch with us. So I think I'm done much on time. And now I'm keeping it open for Q&A. I'll be going through the questions over here. You all can email me here with your this if you want a digital audit. So please go ahead and send me the mail here and give me a day, and we'll reply back to you fairly quickly in a day or two. And yeah, I am just going through the chats now. Mhm. Thank you for the sound. I'm sorry for the, for Advait and one to more people who had an issue with the sound. I'm sorry about that, but we'll see if we can uh, address that. Okay, Mrinal is asking, how does globalLinker project the product's company profile outside India? Does it feature our company profile to other platforms, or is it only the RFQ? So see, RFQ is where the buyer has come to the platform and he has raised a requirement. We reach out to you and we say that this requirement is there. Uh, and if you can, then you quote for it. And then if suppliers quote for it, we present those quotes to the buyer, who then evaluates those things. Maybe next time I can, show how buyers do check it as well. Uh, but that's what typically happens. So here the buyers actually come to us. The second is on your own product page, which is something like this. Yeah, so I'm just opening this listing. And see, he sends an inquiry over here, right? He clicks on this and the buyer sends an inquiry. So it asks me to sign up. Obviously, I don't want just any inquiry to come. We want to do a first level check as well. So we send you an inquiry over here. In both the cases, the buyer has come here. And how does he come here is exactly the way you see the product displayed over here is what the buyer would see abroad as well. So yeah, that's how it is. Renal is also asking, do we need to be a member of FIO to list our products on? No, you don't need to be a member of FIO to list on Indian Business Portal. It's open to all exporters, and that's a great thing by FIO. To use FIO services, like they do, give you access to buyer seller meets, and whatever is a part of their membership, they give you an RCMC certificate, and you can, go for their trips abroad, etc., which they do at a discount, training sessions at a discount. For that, yes, you need to opt for a FIO membership, but not to list your products on the Indian Business Portal. There is no membership required. Shubham, Good afternoon. This is Shubham Sharma. We are building a D2C brand in a sustainable niche currently incubated in Bhamsha, Techno Hub, Jaipur. I need guidance for market access. Our website is in development phase. Shubham, you send the details of the product you're doing, or if you have listed your products over here, I'd be happy to see it. If you can give the name of your organization, it would be nice to know. Utkarsh is asking, can anyone tell me that do you people really get orders from some sort? So, Utkarsh, this is a lead generation platform. The idea of making your business discoverable is you don't get a direct order, obviously. If somebody is looking to procure, say, red chili of, say, even 1 ton or 2 tons of red chili powder or a container of it, it just isn't convert into an order, right? The buyer comes, he'll review your product, your profile, and then you get an inquiry. So one, it's a lead generation platform, which then you have to nurture and move it to others. And yes, if your product and your this is structured properly, you can get an inquiry for sure. As in, I cannot like no platform, we cannot guarantee it for you. But yes, you can at least you can look at getting inquiries. And the idea of being visible is this, right? So that because you're visible now, you can get inquiry. If you're not visible, the chance of you getting an inquiry is also zero. I don't receive any traction till now registered last year. Shubham, I would like if you can chat me your company name. Uh, I'll check it out on the profile and maybe I can do a audit for you as well and check it. Mm, okay, there are no more questions. Man is asking, can you share this PPT? The PPT won't be shared, but you will get access to this webinar at the end of it. Okay, I think the chats are over. I'm looking at the Q&A. Harish is asking, is India Mart is the same? India Mart is a B2B directory. If you have gone through like what I have shown you right now, we are actually giving you much more than just a directory listing. We're giving you access to RFQs or general requirements which are raised by buyers. We're giving you access to inquiries. We're giving you access to increase your visibility in different channels as well. So we are not only a listing, but we are actually we are digitizing you as a business. Ma'am, can I share my website here? You can email it to me. My email is, yeah, I'll just, here, my email is here. So Advait is asking, when products are listed and published on globalLinker marketplace, does it automatically list on IBP too? Or do we need to ensure different set of steps to show it on IBP? IBP is a different marketplace. It has a different set of requirements by way of business compliance requirements for you to meet. So you need to have an IEC, certain two, three things which are there. And even by way of category, like, IBP being another marketplace, it has its own categorization. So you need to map your products to those categories. Apart from these two, three things, your product information remains standard. You just need to meet the business and the slight IBP requirements which are there so that you can show it on IBP. But no, your products cannot get automatically listed on IBP if it's listed on globalLinker Marketplace because of these little configurations which need to be done. So I hope I've answered everybody's question. Yeah, it's been really nice interacting with you. And what's a subscription model? It's a yearly subscription model. Typically, subscription models run on an annual basis. We have it for 1 year and for 2 years, simply because if you take it for 2 years, you get a discount on, of 20% overall. So, and you also get a longer visibility this as well. So you can see it if you visit your account here. No, sorry, here. Okay. If you visit here and you click on this, then you would see your plan details mentioned over here. Now, for me, because it's a test account, I'm on the premium plus plan, I can see this, but you would see a different page. I think something like this. You would see all the plan details over here and everything that it offers you, which I just told you in a nutshell. I'm just chatting it here, so it's easy for you to access. Diptesh is asking how to map my products on ONDC. So I'll just show you. Mhm. So when you go to ONDC, ONDC is also locked actually in the premium subscription. But here you come to ONDC here. You have to enter your banking details or beneficiary details, because once the product is delivered and the return is completed, then okay. And the return is completed, then the money is transferred to you. Just come to ONDC here. Then you map it to the ONDC category. Like I said, then ONDC has certain mandatory criteria you need to meet. You meet that for each of your product, and you attribute these values and update specifications, and you can do it. There's a whole tutorial over here which you can see, so that you can meet these requirements and do it yourself as well, so to help you get listed on ONDC quickly. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining the uh, discussion. I hope this has been as useful for you, as you would have intended. And the idea is to recalibrate and reinforce the importance that if you have decided to be online, then it's not that easy. Or just doing one or two things doesn't mean that you are there and you are online. You need to be present correctly. You need to take effort to make sure that you're displayed in the right manner, and that's how it will help you. Yeah. Take care, and we are always available, my support team and us, and you can reach out to us. Take care. Goodbye.